What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FC25 Evolution video where today guys we're going to be looking at the defensive driver, how good it is and the best options with it. And this one's been a bit of a conflicting one for me personally because I don't really like it, but a lot of people seem to like it, and I'm going to kind of explain through today why I don't think this is the greatest evolution. However, as always, I'm fully aware that for you guys, there is always a player in your kind of club that will fit the Evo, excuse me, I got hiccups, that will fit the Evo and will hopefully like benefit you. But before we get into that, of course, if you guys are enjoying the content, drop a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let me know down below who you did put in this Evo. And if you want to show me the actual Evo path, feel free to head on over to discord.gg/NepentheZ, go to the Evo player section right there and share with me the Evo that you've got in this or the player that you've got in this Evo. So what is the defensive driver, guys? Well, it actually gives, on the face of it, a nice boost, and that's where I think people are a bit confused, right? It gives a +1 overall, but it gives 6 defending and 6 physical. That in itself makes sense, right? You're like, damn, that's nice. 6 defending, 6 physical for a +1, that's all right. It also gives Bruiser, Aerial, Anticipate, Intercept, and Jockey, and then an Intercept Plus if you only have one playstyle plus. The problem that I personally have with this is that stat limits at 91 for defending and physical is pretty poor. You know, I know a lot of people will be using this on a defender or a centre back, but I actually think a CDM or a centre mid might be a better option for this one. But the stat limits at 91 is a bit of a pain, but the new playstyle limit is really frustrating. You know, it gives a maximum of 9 playstyles now. So if you've already got a player that's got 4 or 5 or even 6 playstyles, you're going to miss out on some of these. You're going to gain Anticipate first, which is great because that's probably the best one. You might gain an Intercept Plus anyway, but Bruiser, Aerial, and Jockey are really nice playstyles that you could potentially miss out on because of the playstyle limit. Before I get into the best options, and I was fascinated by the most popular option here. I had somebody show me this, and they said that this is why, you know, this is through one of the other evolutions, the defensive, might have been through Gladiator, and he said to me, like, this is where it's at. Oh yeah, there you go, defensive driver, and then into the president. And I somewhat get it, right? You're looking at these two Salibas and you're saying, look, one of them's 4-star, 5-star, one of them's 2-star, 4-star. The team of the year is worth 2.7 million coins. But with the Anchor Chem style, it has 2 more pace. It has 2 more defending, and it also only gains 3 defending off the Anchor Chem style, which is probably why he's put the Anchor Chem on there, because obviously we've got 91 defending here without it and 95 here without it. But this obviously gets pushed up to the 98, and then 93 physical versus 95. But again, this only gets a +2 with the Anchor Chem style, where this gets a +4. So the reason why he's put the Chem style on and then show me the players is because it doesn't look as good without it. You know, you go from 95 and 93 in defending and physical to 91 and 89. It makes a big difference. The other thing that I think is different here, and the reason why it kind of validates why I think this is a bad evolution, is because this Saliba gets Anticipate Plus and Intercept Plus. That is brilliant. They are 2 fantastic playstyles as playstyle pluses. This Saliba gets Anticipate, Relentless, and Slide Tackle Plus. It is fair to say that these 2 playstyle pluses I would take all day over these 3 playstyle pluses. But then after that, you've got Jockey, Bruiser, Aerial, Incisive Pass, Technical, Tiki Taka, and Ping Pass. Whereas here, you've got Jockey, Block, Intercept, Bruiser, and Aerial with Acrobatic. These playstyles in general are way better. I'm not saying that 2.7 million for Team of the Year Saliba is a good idea. I don't think it is. I think it's overpriced as a card. You know, if you're lucky enough to pack it, great. But this is expensive because it's scarce and hard to pack, not because it's a great card. And also, a viewer said to me, and I think this is an important one to kind of take note of, because this did make me think a little bit differently about evolutions in general. A viewer called Dale said, less than £1 to give a guy like Anton Intercept Plus and some defensive boosts is a dub in my opinion, but I get it. And so I thought to myself, let me have a look at Anton, because obviously Anton's got a pretty good card, his numero foot card. Let's pop him into the Evolution Builder, and I actually think his card's gone up already, like 20 odd K there. Let's pop him into the Evolution Builder of defensive driver and let's see what he gains. And I was actually quite impressed, and it just made me think of it in a different way. So he gains Intercept Plus, he also gains from aerial. So he also gains bruiser. So he gains intercept plus, bruiser, and then he also gains 4 defending and 2 physical. And when it's put to me in a sense of, and once he gets an anchor, guys, he's a brilliant card. When it's put to me in a sense of cost like, you know, £1 for that upgrade, I kind of thought, do you know what? That's fair. Like £1 to take the 89 to the 90. Or if you didn't want to, you know, if you're buying the FC points, that's fair enough. Maybe you're just using the 25,000 coins. That's obviously a bit better as well, right? If you're using the coins, better than using your real money. But I kind of looked at Anton and thought, yeah, do you know what? You're right. But then I looked before I came to record today's video, went into the evolution, went into the popular players. And the most popular player that has got over 1,300 upvotes is a player that gains literally nothing bar intercept plus. And I couldn't quite fathom it. Thuram doesn't gain diddly squat other than intercept plus. But it also made me think, and this is where I'm like, I don't like this one because of stat limits, and I think that's what really pains me. But it also made me think, do you know what? Would I pay 25,000 coins for just intercept plus? And the answer is yes. It's an elite playstyle plus. It's a really good upgrade. If you can also get other defensive boosts and defending and physical boost, then happy days. But yeah, the #1 upgrade, guys, is Thuram. Even though he gains no playstyles, no roles, no no stat boost, he gains playstyle plus of intercept, and that is why he is hugely upvoted as the #1 option. Now, as for other options, guys, I've actually got a few more than 10 here, even though this is top 10 options, and that's because I quite like this on a few more. And if you couldn't tell, after a few tweets from some of you guys in the community, I kind of did like reevaluate my thought process on this one. I don't like the stat limits, and these cards are behind the power curve, but for an Evo card, they're all right. You know, it's worth it, again. It is worth the 25,000 coins, and it is the same for this Saliba. Let's not compare him to the Team of the Year version. Let's just take him on his own merits. And this Saliba gains 1 defending and 3 physical, and it's a nice setup there. He also gains. I don't actually think he gains aerial. He might already have aerial. I think he just gains intercept. Yeah, he just gains intercept plus. But again, like I said with Thuram, intercept plus there is well worth the 25,000 coins. And so William Saliba comes in as a really good option. And then once you apply a Shadow Chem style to him, he remains lengthy. He's got 82 stamina only, which is a bit of an issue. But he becomes a really, really, really good centre-back. And he's got jockey as well, which helps that lack of dribbling. So obviously Saliba's banging in game. You know he is, I know he is. But really, really good there. We've got this Antonio Rudiger. Another really good option. And I don't know why he's gone through Hawk first. Maybe for the pace boost there. But what I like about this Rudiger is he already has 99 physical. And so once he gains anticipate and intercept plus on a shadow, banging card. Banging card. I don't know if I'd put him through Hawk first personally. I don't think the 3 pace is necessarily worth it, but really good option. And as we started going through the options, I more and more started realizing that the value in this evolution is the intercept plus. And so you won't be putting it on somebody with 2 playstyle pluses anyway. But this 90 rated Vincent Kompany, he gains aerial, bruiser, and jockey, I believe. What did he have before? Oh no, he already had up to aerial. So he gains jockey and intercept plus. And then he does gain 1 physical as well. Not that it's super relevant, but with the anchor chem style on him, he remains lengthy. A good card. Is it an elite card? I don't think so. And that's where my kind of concern came from this. But he's only 91 rated and he gets a big boost. And having anticipate and intercept plus, they are the best 2 playstyle pluses, in my opinion, for a centre-back. You know, maybe you like block a bit more, maybe you like jockey a bit more. I think intercept and anticipate plus are just the best. But the players that I think that this would be the best on would absolutely be CDMs. Now, Kante is not the greatest option and the greatest way to kind of showcase this because he's only 4-star, 4-star. Not that that's like horrible. But Kante gains aerial and jockey and gains a huge 6 physical. And that's really powerful for him as a CDM because now you can put an engine on Kante And all of a sudden, you've got very good pace, good passing, not great passing, but good passing. But you do have incisive and ping pass. You've got very good dribbling. You've got very good defending, and you've got very good physical. And it does make Kante that little bit better. And I think you can see, sorry, I was going to say, show by the price of the company that went up in price. Who was I looking at earlier that went up in price already loads? Yeah, company hasn't really gone up in price. If anything, it's gone down in price. A few of the players that I looked at went up in price to the point where I was like, you can see people are buying these players for it. And as you guys know full well, I personally think buying tradable cards to put them into untradeable SBCs is a bad idea, but each to their own. This Joao Cancelo, I believe he was an SBC, right? Yeah, he was brilliant and is brilliant. I've got him in my team. He's already got Intercept Plus, which is great for the positions that he's got, which is left back and right back. He gains Anticipate and Bruiser, which is really nice. He also gains 6 physical and 4 defending, which is really nice because now with a shadow, you have got yourself an unbelievable fullback. Near max pace, near max defending, near max physical, very good passing, okay dribbling, 4-star, 5-star with elite play styles and play style pluses for his position. It is a genuinely fantastic, fantastic card. Probably my favorite card other than one. And you could probably guess who that one is going to be. Van de Ven comes into this. He's obviously been in the game for a long time. And this is another testament to why I actually do like this evolution. And as I said, like my opinion, when I first saw it, didn't like it. My opinion changed based on seeing some players and talking to some of you guys on Twitter. This Van de Ven's quite expensive because he's been in the game for a long time and he's very rare on the game now. So, you know, his price is, he comes for a premium here. But the thing that's important about this Van de Ven isn't the fact that he gains 5 physical, 4 defending, and Anticipate Plus. It's the fact that he only goes from an 86 to an 87. So as far as evolutions go, he is still eligible for more, right? And that is scary for a player who's 87 rated with 90 pace, 91 defending, 91 physical, Intercept Plus. And look at the play styles that he gains. He goes from acrobatic, so he gains Anticipate, Bruiser, Aerial, Jockey, Intercept Plus, huge physical, huge defending. And so now with an Anchor Chem style, you are looking at one of the best centre-backs in the game as an 87 rated. And that's mad. That is mad. Once you can get another boost on him, maybe get that vision and passing up, maybe get that dribbling up, you are going to be looking at an absolute terror when it comes to team of the season, like time of the game. Power Kabassi gets in as well, guys. He's one of the more popular ones in there, but I don't particularly care too much about him. I do like the fact that he gets that physical boost, mind you. He's 6 foot tall. He kind of needed it. You know, his physical is quite low, but he also gains in terms of the play styles. Actually, just nothing. No, he doesn't. I don't know, why is he in there for the 6 physical boost? I mean, fair enough if that's why. Fair enough if that's why. I like him as a card anyway. I've played with him in draft a whole bunch. I think he's very good for Pau Kabassi. Gold Virgil van Dijk fitting in here is a wild one. Aerial Plus and Intercept Plus on Virgil van Dijk is mad. 91 defending and physical on Virgil van Dijk is mad. Gaining from Bruiser, so gaining, and oh no, he already had Anticipating Bruiser, so just gaining Intercept Plus, but it's a good card. It's a good card. That stamina's a bit of an issue. The dribbling and passing is a bit of an issue, but it's decent. And then the brand new Jose Gaia. Now, this SBC in general is terrible, right? But Defensive Driver fixes some huge issues with him. EA have gone out of their way this year, and I can't understand why, to max the amount of defending and physical fullbacks generally get. You'll have some obscurities, of course, but generally they keep giving high-rated fullbacks really mediocre defending and physical, and I think they're so concerned that they've become too well all-rounders, and that's why they've done it. But this Jose Gaia here, he starts with up to press proven. He obviously gains no playstyle plus, but he gains Bruiser, he gains Intercept, and he gains a defensive and physical boost that is really nice, so that now when you put an anchor, he's got elite physical, elite defending, very good pace, decent dribbling and passing, and actually becomes a really nice card with the possibility of upgrades. He can get a +2 overall. He won't get any more upgrades to defending or physical, but he can get 2 more pace, 2 more shooting, passing, and 2 more dribbling. So if he does, with that anchor, he is going to be a really, really top option. And, you know, we had Van de Ven, who I thought was brilliant. we had Joao Cancelo, who I thought was brilliant. Jose Gaia, I think, is very good. But the best player, in my personal opinion, for this is Patrick Vieira. His base icon card, was this the one that was an SBC? I know he's had a couple of, maybe he had 2 SBCs. I can't remember what. No, it was his Thunderstruck was the SBC, wasn't it? Base Patrick Vieira, guys, gains from Relentless. So he gains Anticipate, Aerial, Jockey, and Intercept Plus, along with 3 defending and 1 physical. Give him an engine chem style now, and this Patrick Vieira cooks in that midfield. It's just such a good option. I really, really like it. And then this version of Declan Rice, finally eligible for a good Evo. Obviously, he already has Intercept Plus, but I quite like it anyway. He gains 3 defending and 1 physical and gains Aerial and Jockey along with it. And so it's another one where I actually look at it now and think, do you know what, with a Shadow, he becomes a bit of a beast as well. You know, his dribbling is still a bit heavy, his passing is not ideal, but pace, defending, and physical are really nice. So there are some top options, guys. And as I say, I think my initial kind of like thought process here was, oh my God, stat limited to 91. I'm really not interested. You know, mate, you don't even get the best of all the play styles for the most part. But actually, on reflection, for 25,000 coins, giving players Intercept Plus, I just think it's worth it. And those are definitely the best options there. And finally, guys, today for some community options as well. As always, guys, thank you for sending me the community options that you always do in the Discord. I really appreciate it. I know I can't get to everyone, and I try and pick like my true favorites. And I really like this Todibo for a couple of reasons. Number one, he's a big boy with 96 sprint speed, which is great. He's got very good defending now and good physical now as well. I really like his passing. 99 short, 98 long, and 80 vision is real good for a centre-back. And his dribbling being 97, you don't see centre-backs with high dribbling stats ever. Even Team of the Years and Team of the Seasons and like elite icons and stuff really, really struggle to get that high dribbling, because for centre-backs, it makes them some different kind of gravy, right? The only problem with this Todibo on the face of it is he has Trivela Plus. So it's a bit of a waste of a playstyle plus. But he's also got Anticipate Plus, and then has got Long Ball, Tiki-Taka, Bruiser, Aerial, Press Proven, Block, Jockey, and gains regular intercept as well, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, so he gains regular intercept on top of it. This card is such a good card thanks to this Evo, because it gives him the boost that he needed for that defending and physical, and gives him those brilliant play styles to go along with it. I don't know exactly what he gains. It looks like he gains just intercept and aerial, but it's really, really, really nice. We've also been sent this Zambo Anguissa. I think this might be just a promo card that he had, but he gains aerial and jockey off the back of it. And as I said to you guys, I think this is better suited for centre mids and CDMs. And, you know, Zambo Anguissa, he already had like mad physical. He's got decent dribbling, even though it's only 88. That's because the dribbling of 85 brings that down. All of a sudden, he's got great pace, gains intercept plus aerial and jockey. It is a top card there, an absolutely top card. I really, really like him as an option. And then last but not least, guys, we've got a Jules Koundé sent in. Jules Koundé's got right back by trade, but also has centre back. It's very rare that I see versions of Jules Koundé where I'm like, yeah, I'd actually would play him at centre back. This is one of them. 90 vision and short pass with 87 long pass. Jockey plus and intercept plus. Ridiculous dribbling for a 91 rated centre back. And then good pace with that, very good defending and very good physical as well. But the most impressive thing is the play styles. A centre back having quick step and relentless is really nice. Intercept plus with jockey plus is really nice. Then having anticipate, slide and bruiser, gaining aerial as well, and having long ball. What an unbelievable version that is of Jules Koundé. Probably the best version I've seen so far this year. If you've got a better one, feel free to show it to me. But that for today, guys, is going to be the end of the video. Of course, if you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for now, guys, peace.